Hey everyone, Brother Brent here with you again for another daily devotional. I'm excited to go back into Genesis 3 with you. We have been here for the past two of my devotionals. In verses 1 through 5, we see the serpent kind of challenge Eve, somewhat tempt Eve into eating off the tree that she shouldn't do. And then in 6 through 8, we see that not only did Eve eat from the fruit, she told Adam about the fruit, and he ate of it too. So now we have this thing happening where God's getting ready to get involved. So let's look in verse 9 and see what happens. Then the Lord God called to Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" So he said, "I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself." And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you that you should not eat?" Then the man said, "The woman whom you gave me to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I ate it." And the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" And the woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." So look, let me just kind of cut to the point here. I want to keep this to be short, but I want to make it very relevant to you. Sin is all over this picture here. First off, the serpent tempted Eve. Eve fell to the sin. She ate of the tree that she shouldn't have. God told her not to. Eve shared that fruit with Adam. Let's not get mad here at Eve directly. Eve shouldn't have done it. You're right. But Adam could have stood up and avoided it, but he didn't. He fell to it as well. He ate of the tree. And then, because they were in sin, they hid from God. That relationship between them and God was now broken. It was now flawed. So the first thing they did, they hid from him. So when he came to talk to them, they were afraid. It said that. They were afraid, and they heard his voice and they hid. So, number one, sin separates us from God. Number two, sin creates more than a snapshot. Sin creates an ongoing cycle of negative issues here. Not only does Eve fall and Adam fall, they then tell God whose fault it is. The man insinuates that God is the reason. He says here in verse 12, "The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree." He's kind of telling God, if you didn't give me this woman, I wouldn't be in this situation. She's the one who did it. And then, of course, the woman blames the serpent. And the serpent goes on later. We won't read that today, but he has something to say. And you see that sin has just caught them all and just completely turned everything around in their life. They had the perfect situation. They were in the Garden of Eden in the presence of God. And because of this one by one decision to enter sin, all this is now being taken away. Let me just encourage you guys today. Number one, avoid sin. There's plenty of situations here where they could have turned from the sin and never even done it. But then once you enter sin, if you do fall to sin, confess it quickly. Don't blame everybody else. Sin will take you out of relationship with God, but sin will also mess up your relationship if you're dating somebody, if you're married to somebody, friends, family, whoever you're in relationship with. Sin will put up walls there because you'll start blaming people. You'll start judging other people. You'll start doing this that God did not intend to do. Sin tears down community. It brings people away from each other. It completely messes up unity. Sin is bad. There's no way around it. That's why Jesus came, was to take away the sin of the world. So understand, out of Genesis 3 today, let this be a lesson to us not to enter sin, but if we do, to confess it quickly and get forgiveness from God and then move forward to avoid it in the future. Hope this helps you guys. Have a great day.